You've given everything, every word, every gesture, every silent hope. And still, you wake up wondering why it never feels like enough. You're not weak for feeling this, you're human. But the moment you realize you're pouring water into a broken vessel, that's when the real battle begins. Emotional distance isn't cruelty, it's survival. The Stoics understood this. Not everyone deserves the keys to your inner fortress. Some people drain you without realizing it, others do it on purpose. Either way, the result is the same. You lose yourself, piece by piece, until you're unrecognizable even to your own reflection. There's a difference between caring for someone and being consumed by them. The first is noble, the second is poison. You can't save someone who refuses to climb, and the longer you stay, the deeper you sink with them. That's not loyalty. That's self-destruction disguised as love. Start by recognizing the pattern. Notice how your chest tightens when their name appears on your screen, how your energy shifts when they walk into the room. Your body already knows what your mind refuses to admit. This connection costs more than it gives. The evidence is written in your exhaustion. The first step toward distance is honesty, not with them, with yourself. Stop pretending their chaos is temporary. Stop believing you can fix what they won't address. The mountain doesn't move for the river, it endures. You must learn to do the same. Now comes the harder part, creating space without explanation. You don't owe anyone a dissertation on why you're pulling back. The Stoics didn't waste breath justifying their boundaries. They simply built them. Silence is not avoidance, it's protection. When you stop feeding the dynamic, it starves on its own. Reduce contact gradually, not out of spite, but out of necessity. Stop being the first to reach out. Let conversations end naturally instead of forcing them to continue. You'll notice something strange. The absence reveals what was always true. Were they present because they valued you, or because you made yourself endlessly available? Your time is finite. Every hour spent managing someone else's emotional storms is an hour stolen from your own peace. The forge doesn't apologize for its heat. It transforms or it destroys. You are the forge. Decide what you're willing to burn for, and who no longer earns that flame. Watch their reaction when you step back. Do they ask what's wrong, or do they simply disappear? That answer tells you everything. The people who truly matter will notice the shift and bridge the gap with care. The ones who don't were never really there. They were just used to you carrying the weight. This isn't about becoming cold. It's about becoming clear. Emotional distance doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop letting care destroy you. The ocean doesn't apologize for its tides. It moves with rhythm, with purpose. Learn to ebb and flow without guilt. Let go of the need to be understood. This is where most people fail. They pull back, then rush to explain, to justify, to soften the blow. But explanation is negotiation. And you're not negotiating your peace anymore. The stone doesn't explain why it stays still in the storm. It simply endures. You'll feel guilt. That's normal. You've been conditioned to believe that caring means suffering, that love requires sacrifice until there's nothing left of you. But the Stoics knew better. They understood that you cannot pour from an empty cup. And more importantly, you shouldn't have to. Stop replaying old conversations in your mind. Stop imagining what you could have said differently. The past is carved in stone. You can't rewrite it. What you can do is refuse to let it dictate your present. Every moment you spend mourning what was is a moment you rob from what could be. Replace their presence with purpose. Fill the space they occupied with things that build you, not break you. Read. Train your body. Create something with your hands. The mind craves occupation. If you leave it empty, it will fill itself with ghosts. Give it something stronger to hold on to. Notice how your energy returns. Slowly, like dawn breaking over a long winter. You'll wake up one morning and realize you didn't think about them first thing. That's not coldness. That's recovery. The body heals when the wound is no longer being reopened daily. So does the soul. Understand that distance doesn't mean hatred. You can wish someone well from afar. You can hope they find peace without being the one who delivers it. The lighthouse guides ships through the dark, but it doesn't leave the shore to do so. You can be a light without drowning in someone else's sea. There will be moments of weakness, nights when loneliness whispers that maybe you were wrong. Maybe you should reach out. Maybe this time will be different. Don't listen. The storm always sounds convincing when you're tired. But morning comes, and with it, clarity. Trust the version of yourself that decided to walk away. Practice indifference without malice. This is the core of Stoic detachment. You're not wishing them harm. You're simply no longer tying your well-being to their approval, their presence, or their chaos. They become like weather, something that happens around you but no longer to you. You observe without absorbing. Reclaim your emotional sovereignty. For too long, you've let someone else dictate your inner state. Their mood became your mood. Their crisis became your emergency. That ends now. You are not a reflection of their turmoil. You are the calm center that refuses to be moved by every passing wind. Realize that some people are lessons, not destinations. They entered your life to show you what you won't tolerate anymore, what you deserve, what you're capable of surviving. Thank them silently for that, then close the door. The teacher doesn't follow the student home, neither should the lesson. The final truth: you were never responsible for saving them. You thought love meant sacrifice. But real love, the kind that endures, requires two people standing strong, not one carrying the other until they collapse. You can't rescue someone from themselves. That was never your burden to bear. Emotional distance is not failure. It's wisdom, earned through pain. The warrior doesn't mourn the battles that taught him how to fight. He honors them by becoming someone who can no longer be defeated the same way twice. You are that warrior now. Scarred, yes, but unbroken. Build your life on stone, not sand. Choose people who add to your peace, not subtract from it. Surround yourself with those who understand that connection isn't dependency, that care doesn't mean chaos. The right people won't make you choose between loving them and loving yourself. They'll make both inevitable. One day, you'll think of this person and feel nothing, not anger, not longing, just quiet neutrality. That's not coldness, that's freedom. The mountain doesn't hate the river that once tried to carve through it. It simply stands, immovable, eternal, at peace with what it is. You did this. You chose yourself when it felt impossible. You walked away when staying would have been easier. That takes courage most people never find. The path ahead is yours now, clear, quiet, and unshaken. Walk it like someone who knows their worth, because you finally do.